This is Edmonton. You want to see this light display it's on here? I think Luna's been here with my sister. It's my first time to have it here. Where's Luna going? So Luna has to be on a lead. They always have to be on a lead for this bridge. But I used to have my other ones after lead. You pick days when there's not many people on it. It's going to be packed today. I don't know enough about batteries with me because I wasn't I was out walking her, doing a bit of shopping, and I meant to go home and come back down here tonight. But she was getting dark now, so I thought, well, I'm here, might as well go on over. The battery runs out, we'll come down tomorrow night. This Peace Bridge here, it's actually a nice bridge to walk. I don't think it looks very nice, but when you're walking it, it's nice. Look at Luna walking on the steel. Poor wee Willow could never walk there in the steel. Her wee leg. Supposed to be 6 displays. One, the Guildhall's been on the news. But I think a lot of times with these displays, it's not just the lights, the sound has to be right. The time of the year of culture, whatever it is, city of culture, they had Edmonton lit up and the sound system was brilliant. There's a bit of a searchlight over there. What's it? I see a searchlight on one of the buildings. Is that part of the display? GoPro's not usually very good in the dark, but oh, look, my wee screen here, it's looking pretty good here. So the only thing with this GoPro, the stabilizer can turn off whenever it needs to get more light down, so it might be shaky. What can you do? Mobile phone's really better for this. If you have a mobile phone on a gimbal, you get good video. Now I'm here walking my girl. Walking girls come number one, don't they, Luna? I don't know, but I think this steel decking here is because there must be a main steel cable underneath there that's holding this bridge up. So this steel can be lifted so they can inspect it and replace it. I don't hear no music playing yet. I'm probably waiting for the shops to close because they don't want people running out of the shops looking at them. We won't start to 5:30. It's 10 minutes to half. No, hold on, it's nearly 6:30. It's funny, the one time it's all lit up and the clock's not lit up. They must have turned the clock off, it's part of the display. At the Guildhall. The City Hotel. Not many lights in their bedrooms, do you think they'd be booked out now? See, I didn't know nothing about these lights until I was on the news the other day. So how is people from outside here supposed to know about it? Or maybe it's one of these wee things they're trying to do every year. So next year these hotels might be full. It's cold wind blowing. Snow this morning. Some storm. We didn't get much off the storm. But it's England's got it bad. And hold on now, Pet, I push this button. Hold on. Winner, hold on. You have to wait. We're in the big city now. The big city centre. You getting ready, Luna? You ready? Ready. Yeah, let's go. We're quick, we can cross the other one too, Luna. Okay. Oh, Luna, don't stop. Right, you can snuff now. Oh, it's pretty dark here. Oh, chimes. It would be good if that chime was off the sound system and not a real bell. So the show's starting now. Well, if it's off a sound system, it's a very good chime. Oh, that's a sound. Oh, it's going to be brilliant, Luna. It's going to be brilliant sound. I'll be quiet now while it's taking place. Sound is brilliant.
In Derry, the McCorkle line, operated by William McCorkle, was one of the most famous shipping lines. One of McCorkle's most famous ships was the Minnehaha, which at the time was known as the Great Yacht from Derry. In the 18th century, trade links between the cities of Londonderry and Philadelphia were established. That led to the establishment of links between the two cities. In the early spring of 1839, flaxseed, essential to the linen industry, was shipped from Philadelphia to Derry, and on the return trip, linen and more immigrants were heading to Philadelphia. From 1861 to 1939, during the age of the steamship and the railway, migrants from Ulster, North Connaught and North Leinster left Ireland through Derry. In the year 1887, the Guildhall was built, named in honour of its connection to the City of London and its guilds. Sadly, it was to be destroyed by fire just 21 years later. Amelia Earhart's historic landing took place in Londonderry on the 21st of May 1932, making her the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. This is a whole new era.
In this thing is for sure to make us all you know, just as well as for Bronte and Sherry, Derry. Them best makers, dressmakers, milliners too.
Sit. Don't think it's dark enough yet for this display. That's all. I'll go back later, Pep. Why how do you see them lights lit up even with the naked eye? But where are we supposed to go next now? Follow the crowd. Ah! What's going on? All scrungy. No. You think that a wee map will tell you what's on? There's nobody tell you what's going on here. Well, I spent some around that tourist office on there. Displays and all lit up. Come on, this way, Pep. Must be something on the walls. What are you eating, everything?
News shortly advanced that the entire Ireland should resist on road and continue to be governed by London. Nationalists were long away from comprehending any form of constitution. As the 20th century dawned, the desire in Ireland to break free from British rule was growing across the country. But not all agreed. A majority in the northeast wished to remain within the United Kingdom. After violence from all sides and a 2-year war of independence across much of the island, a compromise was reached. Unionists were of the opinion that the entire Ireland should resist Home Rule and continue to be governed by London. Nationalists were a long way from comprehending any form of partition. When partition was enacted in 1921, the majority nationalist city of Derry remained a very reluctant part of the majority unionist area known as Northern Ireland. The presence of a city with such a large nationalist majority was a problem for the Stormont government from the start, and the city became the focus for decades of oppression and discrimination. The sectarian divide in the city is considered a case that represents how quickly events can spiral out of control when constitutional issues merge with rising local tensions. The social and economic everyday histories contrast with traditional political histories. It was in the city of Derry that inequality and discrimination in issues that would later make up the core demands of the civil rights movement, voting, housing and jobs, was most stark. The gerrymander of the city ensured that unionists, who made up around 40% of the city's population, would always be able to elect 60% of the seats on the Londonderry Corporation. The city had the second highest rate of unemployment in the north, and overcrowding in some areas was unbearable. In the early 1960s, the Stormont government announced plans to build a second university. There was a mass campaign for it to be built in the city, but the Stormont government ignored the demands of the citizens and built the new university in Coleraine, a staunchly unionist town. The university campaign had laid the seeds of a new trend in the city, and as the problems of poor housing and high unemployment worsened, local reaction was beginning to take shape. Many were beginning to see how other oppressed minorities were organising themselves to fight back, and were particularly inspired by the civil rights movement in the USA. The Northern Ireland Civil Rights Association began to develop in the city. They demanded equality in votes, housing and employment, marking the beginning of civil rights agitation in the city. On the 5th of October 1968, the issue first came to the attention of the world when the RUC attacked a peaceful demonstration in Duke Street, and a lone television camera captured the attack. And then a short, concentrated period of protests and marches. 50 days of revolution. Forced reforms from the unionist government in November 1968. After 3 days of rioting in the city in August 1969, the British Army returned to the streets. In December 1969, the IRA split into the provisionals and officials, and both launched their campaigns. As violence intensified from all sides, the unionist government introduced internment without trial. During a peaceful anti-internment protest, on the 30th of January 1972, British soldiers opened fire on unarmed marchers, killing 14 and wounding 17 more. The day became known as Bloody Sunday, and it changed the course of the conflict. For the next 2 decades, Derry was a city at war. Population movement created a divided city as unionists left the city side for the perceived safety of the waterside, and many nationalists moved the other way. But just as Derry was the crucible for the emergence of the conflict in the north, so too was it central to the process which ended it, with prominent figures like John Hume and Martin McGuinness playing major roles. The early talks about peace took place in Hume's home in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Hume would win a Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts, and McGuinness would be widely lauded for his part. After the ceasefires were called, the city also led the way in resolving many of the outstanding issues that were still causing unrest. One of these, parades, was resolved when local residents and the apprentice boys reached an accommodation in the early 2000s. And the relentless struggle by the Bloody Sunday Justice Campaign proved that justice was possible when they forced the British to admit the truth about Bloody Sunday in 2010. That all of the dead and wounded had been innocent. And that the shootings were unjustified and unjustifiable. In contrast to Bloody Sunday, it was one of the brightest days in the city's history. The story of Derry as the Crucible city is a violent and heart-rending story. As a peaceful campaign for civil rights was met with violence, beginning a spiral into conflict that was to lead to massacre in the streets and the deaths of hundreds locally and thousands across the north, in the longest single period of conflict in Ireland. But it is also a positive story. One of a community uniting to tackle oppression that they faced and defeating it. One that shows the indomitable nature of the human spirit in how ordinary people faced extraordinary odds and overcame them. One that can now be an example for others.
Oh, look at the rain going through the light. Looks good looking. You see, that's a good thing about rain. Hailstones. The hailstones going through the searchlight, the spotlight looks like glitter. You know, I was holding it in my arm, breaking my arm. I'm about to lose a bit of weight, Luna. Freezing cold here now. Fresh meat of the dog here. You ever worth sixpence?
There isn't a horse inside these walls.
Come on, mind your own business. Go away. Wait, back to work. Robinson! Any word on the move?
The ships are still afloat.
See if this is actually have to go. I can't stick this. Fresh meat for rations! Fresh meat for rations!
I asked you, Royce.
Come on, ladies, it's too cold.
Where are you getting there? The soldier said that there's still in the
Which way is it?
No, you'll wretch.
Get away and mind your own business.
And what? I wish he was. You would have us starve just to save the dogs. Your cup of barley will only keep you so far. And you look at the shape of you. There's no eating in you. Madam McKinley. Here. How about a wee song for one of those blood meat puddings there?
Alas, dear Hawkins, not a single chance. I need David. Visions are so low. And one of your simple shifts will not be.
Luna, you break my finger.
You know your place, woman. This siege has caused impudence towards their bearers. That's even worse than the plague.
Fresh meat! Fresh meat for rations! Don't all Russian ones!
Please! Here. That's good. That's glitter will bring a sparkle to your eye. Oi! What's your ring? It belongs to Walter's wife.
Luna.
I saw her wear it last week. She has been for it no longer. I have eight.
Shut up, will you?
You would steal a dead woman's ring before her finger was cold. To feed your own grumbling guts. I'm surprised you didn't make her time. Come here, you soft-witted bull's pizzle. What are you gonna do? You lily pigeon-livered stewed brute. Oh, I'd beat thee, but I wouldn't fetch you.
Luna.
Now, come on. We all have to do what we have to do to get by. But we needs must stand firm and steady together.
That's easy for you to say, you rat-bleeding scoundrel. You make gold from death. 105 days now. I've watched man, woman and child perish. We need to open these gates and end this interminable existence. All hope of help is gone. We sit here, waiting to starve, sicken or be slaughtered. The streets are afflicted with the rankest compounds and villainous smells that ever offended a nostril. The ships are on the move. What? The Moonjoy is out front.
Shut up.
It's picking up speed. What is it doing? It's under attack from the Jacobites in the fight. They're heading for the moon.
They're heading for the moon.
They're going straight for it. Go to Earth, Hurricane. There's a long one. When they change holding, the Moonjoy's running right. Oh, the others are pushing on. The three. They've done it! What? They've broken through the boom! We're safe!
Through the ship! No more rats! No more dogs!
You'll not need
No
that.
more. See, you won't bet now. You won't bet.
We need to get ready. We must get ready. Come on, let's go.
Don't need to do it. Don't
We're
have
getting-
to anymore.
Go on now. The noise, the noise. Let's see if pets at home have a muffler. Take this for water. Nerve center. It's freezing out, freezing. One's running straight at us. Rain. On this way. It's barking every dog here, every dog.
Yeah, it's just around there, the left hand side.
Right.
George. Yeah, look.
My hands going numb now, going numb.
Okay. They might be coming.
There's times I guess you don't want any stable light bulb, you want a bit of heat of a footlight. On this way, Pet. Oh, and he stood on you. I just short in the lead. Then almost stand on it. Why did that before February? We come round the hall here for a couple of balloons. Oh, it's down to 2.5 minutes, that's good timing. That's good timing. Go out Barker, you this time. Got a wee hand warmer here. Oh, without turning this boy on. Thought I left it in the car. Get my hands wound up now, Luna. Or do you one hand at a time? The speaker's only on one side. I was wondering how we met Luna, because maybe that's projection, it's just going to go in that corner.
You see it better.
No barking now, no barking. Right here, wee minute, Pet. Go around we snappy these things here. Oh, it's coming, it's going to start, Luna. It's going to start. Oh, Luna's going to start. And hold on now, Pet. I had to sit down. I know you're bored, but this is good, Pet. It's all happening here now.
The island of Derry, 431 to 1566. Colmkill, an Irish abbot and missionary evangelist credited with spreading Christianity. It was here that Colmkill built the first monastery. The 12th century seen the Vikings arrive on the shores of Colmkill. Fought them off every time. Dura Colmkill flourishes entering the 1500s.
I tried to hold the camera and Luna's lead in one hand, and I'll try to keep her hand on her. Luna, come on over here, wee minute, pet. What's nice here, it doesn't show up, and that's the rain going through the searchlights. This GoPro's not showing it up, but it looks like glitter. This GoPro barely showing them lights up. The lights look pretty good with the rain going through. Might come down tomorrow night with the old Sony mobile phone. That took good pictures in the dark. I'll leave this one at home. Weekend, see if I can get somebody to adopt it for the night. Alright. No saying, can anybody look at the Luna? Oh, not again. If I came back a second time and it wasn't as cold, it would be better, because I know what happened the first time. We took the wrong turn, went past two information, and it knocked us out of sequence. But when you start off, see one, move to the next one, you don't have long to wait. Up off here, Pip. Do the muck. Come on, Luna. Don't know where they had it in February, Pip. It's worse than Halloween. Funny thing is, the actual walls look nicer with the normal lights on it. And it does the red lights and all the rest. Let's check this lens again. Can't describe the cold. Cold wind and freezing rain. Hailstones. Luna's hair is hailstones. Come on, Luna. Look, that's the scrounge, everything. Wee scroungy. That's definitely the lab part, isn't it? So definitely there's a bit of a lab in there. Weird thing about Luna, I always had to keep turning off the road. And this road's closed off, and now she wants to go on the footpath. Hailstones on her back now, it's not as bad. So when the hailstones, the cold wind and the wet rain, at least the hailstones bounce off. Well, they're not bouncing off Luna very well, she started turning white. Luna's turning white. What have we seen so far? What's on up there at the cathedral as well? They can remember wee aisles pointing in the direction. What have you got now? She's eating something. I can hear crunching. I can hear crunching. I'm not exaggerating. I picked up Luna's shit earlier on today and there's blue plastic in it. She eats everything. I had two buns on the kitchen tabletop the other day. Both went missing, including pastry cases. Everything went down that throat. It's a waste disposal. Everything was down. Well, stalls here trying to make a bit of money. Someone has to pay the bills. Less than a minute now, is that 9 seconds? It's hard enough. What happened here, Pet? It's going off and Puppy's getting to the cathedral grounds. The man's getting in today.
We usually close them down for that. Just Arthur's room and Ellen's room and our room at the back. Now the bathroom downstairs is probably open.
This would be better viewed up in the walls. Honey.
We'll put them straight up now, yeah. Put them straight up.
This would be better viewed if we're standing on the walls. Let's fuck on the walls there. 7 minutes to go. Battery's going to go flat. Come and see us with gates open, Pet.
Fire on.
No more. Luna's terrible. I'm having to drag her. I'll take a wee walk around here now, let's solve it up. Maybe that's the idea, maybe I might see there's no arrows. Maybe they're supposed to come in and walk right around the cathedral and end up watching a display. There's no arrows to tell you what way to go. But there's floodlights on here, so you're meant to walk around it. It's not as good as the last illumination show they done during City Culture. The lights are hardly going to show up well on this GoPro, but they're not showing up very well on my eyesight either. It's just a wee bit done. A wee bit of history panel here. Oh, the Earl of Bishop Trail. There's an Earl of Bishop Trail. Bishop of Derry, 4th Earl of Bristol. So where's the trail go? Where does the trail go? Giant's Causeway, that's some trail for the Bishop, isn't it? I'll try and get the end of the touristy space here. The big long name, Parish Church, whatever that is. Stephen's Chapel, that's easier. I'll try and make a wee bit of money out of them. I wonder will ever see the Illuminate trail. If there is a bit of grant or a bit of mental hospital, that's the Illuminate trail is going to be. I need to get the hand warmer here now, pet. How long, Luna? Try to fall off sweating in the cold. Get the hand warmer out again. Oh, great wee devices. I've 2 of them. But can't work it and work it out at the same time. Parish office and toilets. I often thought it was a waste of space. They built a wall city and put graves inside the wall city. You think they built a wall, if they didn't have a graveyard in here, they could have made the wall smaller. You think they would have had a wee graveyard, maybe 4 miles outside the wall city. Now if you're under siege, cannonballs won't hit it. They put a graveyard inside a city and then it come under attack. Where's the space? We'll look up the walls and watch this pit. Too many people there. Come on, you man. I'm getting that wee bone in there, eh? Come on, actually, up in these walls, Pip. The show's going to start. Come on, Luna. Luna, come on. Come on out, Luna. Luna!
What? You want to say hello? Oh, you see the food. That's what you want.
That's what she wants. I know that. Carry on. Know that. Carry on. Come on. You know that. I'll put you in the Weaver. Is that part of the art display? Yes, yes, there's for you there, man. Jellyfish. up here now, Pet. We're going to miss us, these lights, Pet. We're going to start and we're not even up there yet. Oh, you are terrible with that, I tell you. In all fairness, when I came to the Illuminate show, I left more out the house. She would have been thrown too. She wouldn't have been bargain, but you know, she knows how to keep her mouth shut. We should put your wee colour on it, lights up. I ain't imagine. Hasn't started yet. Oh, we're down to the seconds. 33 seconds. There's a better view up here. Oh. Ah, don't start the bargain. As soon as something goes to happen, you start your bargain. Hold on now, honey. Let me see us here now. All excitement's about to happen. Do you want to go up here on the wall and see it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, Emma. I'm going to lift you up on the wall here. You can watch it too. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Up we go. Up we go on the wall. There you go. You can watch it too. As long as you don't bark.
After a 9-year war against the Gaelic O'Neills and O'Donnells, the English held on to Derry, which was given city status after the war ended in 1603. James I, the new king in London, developed a revolutionary plan to subordinate Ulster once and for all. The plantation of Ulster required the colonising of the area by loyal English and Scottish migrants who were to be Protestant in religion. The city was the jewel in the crown of the Ulster plantation. Among the city's new buildings was St Columb's Cathedral 1633. It is one of the most important 17th century buildings in the country and the first specifically Protestant cathedral in the world after the Reformation. Derry was renamed Londonderry. St Columb's Cathedral has given many people in this city a place to practice their faith. It's also helped many find their faith. John Newton, who was born in Wapping, London in 1725. Newton made his name as a North Atlantic slave trader. In 1748, Newton narrowly escaped death when he reached County Donegal shore before a terrifying storm started. This close encounter with death marked the beginning of his spiritual journey. St. Columb's is believed to be the site of an epiphany that led to his abandonment of the slave trade. It was on this journey that Newton came up with what is perhaps the most famous hymn ever written in history. Nobody wants to hear you. Shut you up now. Shut you up. Oh, stay. Sit.
wait all that time for that. Aye. More time waiting than anything else, pet. Wait till the crowd goes. Just a pity this camera wasn't picking up the rain and the searchlights. That's the most beautiful part. Because what's happening is the wee hailstones are not just falling straight down like rain, they're getting blown around in wee swirls. It looks like glitter. Oh no! Oh! There we go. Hold on, honey, are you all caught up? I think that's it now, isn't it? There's supposed to be 6 things. Have we seen 6 things, have we? We'll try the Guildhall again now, but I don't think it's going to be any brighter. It'll look brighter on TV. Yeah, there's special cameras there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've counted 5. All the pairs that they call them monks, and that display is 1 or 2. Need to bring you down here someday for a wee city tour, pet. You'd like it down here, you know. And me and Will was doing all the time during lockdown. Well, she behaved herself like, apart from eating. And she wasn't barking. See, I think there's a sign there saying the end of it. That's a, is it? I don't know. No, that's just exit for the cafe. Might be another one. Just changed the battery. The hands are freezing. Couldn't get the battery out. The hands are so cold, fingers. Come on out. On top of one of the gateways. Well, there's some lights on the day, guys. Now, haven't been on voice since before lockdown. Well, the theatre's open tonight. Haven't been in the theatre since before lockdown. I bought a ticket for a show, and then the show came up there after lockdown. I don't know what it was. I couldn't name what the ticket was, couldn't be out looking for it. I get you back on the longer lead again, Pip, but I think we've seen everything now, so we have. See, I wonder if the marshal's standing here, you wouldn't be here. But you see the marshal, you think, there must be something here. Oh, you must be arguing with every dog here.
Where? We can go to see the next show on the wall.
Yes,
Like, no, it's on the screen on the wall. It's just dark. On that screen there. Here.
God, who noticed that? A TV screen? Wales, it's a TV screen, a videotape of it. God, is that the 6th display, is it? And the walls away, I got stuck one time up in the floor. That's probably why that's there. Oh, there's something on here. Thanks, show me what this is. That's the 6th display we're looking for. The rain and the lights show up well there. That's one of the nicest things in the night. They hang up the hailstones on the lights.
Careful.
Standing here in the shelter. 1 minute we get that last movie. What's happening in there? They're all nice and warm and all. Not many ones wearing masks now, is there? There's some, not many. I don't know. You'd like to be in there in the heat, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you love to be in there in the heat? Go to the wee cafe and all. Aye. Would not like to go to the wee cafe and all. Aye, you definitely came to the wrong home if you want to be taking the cafes. Aye, Granny would have took you to cafes. Well, she loved them. But where do we get our wee caravan going? Ah, it's nearly going to go away in it this weekend with all these storms. We could still head off tomorrow for one night, couldn't we? So a wee trial night, me and you. First time in the caravan, check if the heater's working. Ah, if the heater doesn't go, you don't want to be in it. Half a minute to go. Come on down now, half a minute to go, Pep. By the time we get down, get the whole lot on. But this one's just a publicity thing for Derry Council. That's why you don't do it 15 minutes before it repeat. Come on here now, honey. Next to the speaker here. Hailstones. Look at that bed out of hailstones coming down. Look at these laser lights, just 3 hailstones.
What makes Derry so great is its people. All 110,000 of them and counting. Derry is known for its generosity and sense of community. Without Dr. Tom McGinley's vision, determination, skills and knowledge, we could not have the Foyle Hospice to turn to in our time of need as a community and city. Derry has a long history of sporting achievements across many disciplines including GAA, soccer, judo, boxing, rugby, and not forgetting greyhound racing. Since 1922, Fèis Dúra Columkill has welcomed thousands of young people and adults through its doors, and in turn sent many of these out into the world with added confidence and expertise. Some of Ireland's literary greats have emerged from Derry. The playwright Brian Friel, the poet Seamus Heaney, and writers Seamus Dean and Jennifer Johnston will be remembered among the most accomplished and successful writers of the last 2 centuries. The huge success of Derry Girls has brought the talents of Saoirse Monica Jackson and Jamie Lee O'Donnell to an international stage. City of Culture cemented Derry's position as Ireland's cultural powerhouse. Derry is now a must-visit tourism destination, a festival city with world-class events. Derry City and Strabane District Council has announced the most significant investment package ever undertaken in the region. The city deal will enable Ulster University to expand its world-class research and innovative projects in health, medicine, artificial intelligence, robotics and technology. Foyle Street Riverfront and Queen's Quay transformation in Derry will include a new Magee Medical School, a walled city experience and an exciting DNA museum.
Come on now, honey.
It's amazing seeing the snow.
They didn't mention Phil Coulter or Donna Eurovision Song Contest.
My hair's going to get all curly now, so it is.
What page of the journal? The one that washed up on the building about 6 months ago. Yeah. That's the strangest thing I've ever seen in the audience. It's a team or whatever, it's a camera. And walk
Well, I really enjoyed the scrounging, but anyway, to do quite a bit of scrounging. I see the Guild Hall now, it's a bit darker now from the walls, it should be better. Now we head back across the Peace Bridge, head home, get on for our Tommy's pet, get the fire lit, we cuddle up. Problem I like the fire, she likes to lie in front of the fire and I don't get a cuddle up together. Well, if we put the oil heating on, we get the cuddle ups in it. For 11 minutes. 10 minutes. Do I spend another 10 minutes here, Pet? It's far too big a breaks between them. Look, it's a projector. Like years ago, you had people there who had to rewind tapes. They don't rewind tapes nowadays, like. The hailstones are showing the lights up well. So it's definitely good job coming down here doing hailstones. If I go too close to the walls, I'm getting the floodlights. Sort of ruins the shot a bit. But, no point in standing here 10 minutes, Pet. Go for a wee sniff around the cannons. No, but the whole idea is you don't want too many people with COVID standing around. Why is a 15-minute gap? Try 5 minutes and a 15-minute gap. And you have people standing around. Well, you can spend 10 minutes looking for that, whatever it is you're looking for. Hailstones is hiding it. free ranger. Free ranger. Let's see if she parks with a free ranger. I'll go on the league now. She's parked whatever you want tonight. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Right then. Oh, that's what you do in your parking now. Oh, we did a free ranger one.
Partitions enacted in 1921. The majority national city of Derry remained a very reluctant part of the majority Union's area known as Londonderry.
You can't park through the show again. That one didn't hit the last time you parked it. Ah, you're a nuisance. I'm a nuisance. All in fairness, but if we could just walk around, stop 5 minutes, walk around, stop 5 minutes, we'd be alright. I wouldn't recommend it for pups, too much sitting about. You can't expect a wee dog to wait 15 minutes and then wait another 5 minutes while the show's taking place. Can't blame her, like. I'm just bored, pet. We had to make our wee Christmas videos, so I should have come down here Christmas time, you know. Why make a Christmas video with you here? They were opening all the shots. Yeah, that far ahead. Six minutes. Whenever they had it during Untitled Culture, they had Austell's lit up, and Austell's is in the diamond. It's much brighter than here. They've all the streetlights turned out. It's just not bright enough. Now maybe it is partly my eyesight, like, but Austell's and all was definitely brighter. Like them big floodlights looking right at me. What are they on for? That's lighting up the place for the crowd. Two lights looking down on the pavement, and they take the eyesight off you from looking at the Guildhall. If you go back here and get them lights, it's much better. It's going to start now, is it? Let's get people's attention. So standing back and getting them lights out is actually better. And well, not my fault. I think maybe if we're going back here too, you know, get them lights out of it, sit down this wall here, get a wee bit of comfort. Let's see if I go now with this cannon is. I'm really must have been in the Guildhall, but see, you making movies and all, pet, there's a lot of setting up to do, you know. Oh, you just can't plonk your arse anywhere. I don't know. Every wee light's blinding you, like. They're everywhere. Catching your eyes. That there's a good wee shot there now. I see her in the cannon. Oh, if they're playing now, we can make a good YouTube video. Oh, it's not going to happen. We'll wait until she starts barking and then they put the thing on. Do you want to go up in the cannon? Do you want to go up on top of the cannon? Do you want to climb on top of the cannon, honey? Up we go, up, up. You can do that. I've seen you do things like that. You go up, up, up. You go up. I've got your safety harness on. You're not going to fall and hurt yourself. If I put a treat up there. Look at the... Oh, start the show. They even took the timer off now, like. No, when we were coming at the start, they started too soon. We couldn't get here in time. We must have already started it. And now we're here in time, they won't start it. Them cannons there's a real McCoy. You know the weird thing is, as I'm sitting here looking at that Guildhall, bear in mind they're using LED lights to light it up, but that Guildhall is just lit up with white lights. When I look at it here in the camera, it's a purple shade. The tower is white and the rest of it is a purple shade. But if you look at LED lights doing white, they use purple. They use all them purples and the reds and all, and put them all together and it shines as white. See, camera doesn't lie. That's how you pick up ghosts and stuff. It'll soon be 8 o'clock. I wonder if they got the chimes turned off. Oh, you're not turned off, I know, are you? You're not turned off. Luna, the lunatic's out tonight. Where's the wee beauty? Where's the wee beauty one? It was out earlier. Oh no. Got the lunatic now. Nobody wants to hear you. Nobody wants to hear you. You're a noisy wee. I don't know. You swear you're a boy the way you're going on. Wee tomboy. Wee tomboy. Why do I get creative with the camera while we're waiting here? We had to cross that Peace Bridge 2 pit. We are going to be frozen crossing it. I'm going to keep my hands in my pockets, am I? We'll never this lead again. I think the thing's broke. It was 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago. The boy must have leaned against it, knocked it off. Now he's going through his wee laptop now looking for the file now. Oh, he's getting home movies and stuff like that and he can't find the one they made. 8 o'clock now. What's the chime? What's the chime? It's actually about a minute after the bongs, after the actual chimes go before the bongs come. Why am I delaying that clock? It's about 8 o'clock now and about 20 seconds. That's actually the largest clock face in Ireland. If you're up there, the hand is taller than a person. It doesn't look that tall when you look at it. It was on TV one time. If they actually had a wee life-size model beside it, give you a scale. Oh, it's right on 8 o'clock now. Hand moved, change is turned off. Turned off the change and nothing to keep us amused here when the change is gone. That big hand actually moved the full minute. So she's dead on 8 o'clock now and she's not going to go to 1 minute past 8. Oh, she is moving there, 1 minute past 8 now. Does she move half a minute at a time or 4 minutes? Yeah, it actually makes proper movements. It's not going slowly like a modern clock. See, we're watching clocks now and we're becoming an expert in clocks, pet. Boredom. Some of the things we do when we're away, like to pass the time. Anybody asked me how the light show was, I'll really tell about the clock, how the clock works. Well, it was a nice July night, like nice and warm, t-shirts on and a bit of music playing in the background. You wouldn't mind standing here, but it's hailstones. Don't mind the hailstones, it's the wind. Cold wind, wet hands. That's more than 5 minutes. They messed up. I'm going to take a peek over the wall here. Is there anybody at that machine? It's probably where the chip fan. There they are in there, look. They're chatting to each other. Push the flame button on. Press the play button, press the play button. Look at him. Is that a sandwich he has in his hand? He's got a sandwich in his hand. I think that's a sandwich in his hand. I don't know, maybe remote control. It looks to me like the size of a sandwich. But anyway, a good I laugh at each other, I'm not pushing the play button here. I probably see that projector lamps are expensive. That's probably why they limit the number of times they show it. Come on, push the play button. It's up and low now. What does that mean? There's a wee puppy there down there. It's got his wee flashing colour on. Sure, flashing colour on them. Oh, he's hanging the coat up now. Oh, he's getting too relaxed. Oh my God. He has got a takeaway. He's going to eat it. I just knew it. We're standing here freezing, waiting for the push the play button. I just knew you'd end up getting a takeaway. I think we have to endure like to make a YouTube video, I'll tell you. Now by the time, if I put this on YouTube, by the time I get home it'll be Halloween. It's too late for folk to come down. She is hiding. She is hiding. She can't even bark no more, she's too cold. I'm taking the piss now, so there. He is eating that. He's unwrapping his takeaway. The other boy, oh, there we go. I didn't say about push a button. The man's on the phone. Oh my God, he's doing that. Is he going to control it with the phone or? Oh, this is interesting, you know. I think he's just texting somebody. He's on YouTube or something. Oh, he's going to start it with the phone. The boy that take away, he ain't going to do nothing. The other boy next to him, with the earpiece on, and he's got the wee digital board in front of him. So he's waiting till the boss tells him to play it. Aye, boss, he's got a wee notebook. Ah, they're going to pay for 4 times an hour, they're not going to get 5 times an hour. You get what you pay for. So the boss is not going to push that play button. He has to wait for the word go. Someone down there waffling. So that means his radio's not working. He's on the wee mic now, he's holding the mic up chatting to somebody now. Did I push this button now or what? There's a boy behind me pissing me off here. There we go now. Took long enough. Fuck me, took long enough. What's a minute? Luna is numb and can't move anymore. She cannot move. Hold on, Luna. Luna, up, Luna, up, up, Luna, up, up. Up you go. She's frozen, she can't get up. Up, up. Up you go. What am I trying to get you in the video? Up you go. Oh. Stay up there.
In Derry, the McCorkle line, operated by William McCorkle, was one of the most famous shipping lines. One of McCorkle's most famous ships was the Minnehaha, which at the time was known as the Great Yacht from Derry. In the 18th century, trade links between the cities of Londonderry and Philadelphia were established. That led to the establishment of links between the two cities. In the early spring of 1839, flaxseed, essential to the linen industry, was shipped from Philadelphia to Derry, and on the return trip, linen and more immigrants were heading to Philadelphia from 1861 to 1939. During the age of the steamship and the railway, migrants from Austell, North Connaught, and North Leinster left Ireland through Derry. In the year 1887, the Guildhall was built, named in honour of its connection to the City of London and its guilds. Sadly, it was to be destroyed by fire just 21 years later. Amelia Earhart's historic landing took place in Londonderry on the 21st of May 1932, making her the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. This is a whole new era.
Bit of a blip there.
In this name, yes, for sure, to make I know all of your news. Just as we last fire around and sharing, their dressmakers, milliners too.
Couple of wee booths on at that tent pit, and that's not bad. So I know to push the emergency exit. That's if you're in a theatre or something and there's a fire broke out or something, telling you to get out. And that, the build up pit. You know what's wrong? He didn't eat his takeaway. What do we see? He still had that takeaway. Get it. Don't see it. One's texting the phone, the other one's eating the takeaway. They look at the right and say, fuck, what do we do here now? I don't know, maybe somewhere else. It's necessary to stop the show for the time being. Please move calmly out of the area and follow the instructions of the event stewards. I didn't see it the first time, like. I don't know if that's planned enough. We'll head back now to the Peace Bridge pit. That's enough excitement for one night. We'll go home now and get on to eat. Put on YouTube. Scrungy. No. What does it point it? London doesn't help, like, but the cold doesn't help. Not like culture. Before big TVs and all came out, I had a projector in my bedroom. Bulbs are very expensive. Projectors now are LED, not as bad. But I would say that big projectors would be the old bulbs. LED wouldn't get that bright. And what they do with the bulb is, the brighter you shine it, the less lifespan it has. So if you shine it at half the brightness, it'll last over twice as long. Let them dumb down. Because they're doing so many shows.
Hey.
Gee, was that dog scared me?
It's a dog.
Because they're doing so many shows, and that they make the budget of the council. I reckon we dumb them down, but it's not near as bright as City of Culture. And it's hard to make out. With the texture of the building, it has to be bright. Come on out, Luna. Come on out, Scrungy. Like every other time the show will end it, you got a timer telling you when the next one's coming on. Is that a close for the night, I wonder? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they'll not be the show again. Never thought of that, Pet. What time is it? 8 o'clock. So it must stop at 8 o'clock. That's why that's up there. So we came here, I don't know how long ago, Pet, but it wasn't pitch dark when we came. We have to pay them struts now to monitor our place all night, make sure nobody pinches them. The only thing about this show, this light show, there's certain things on the theatres and different events on that you buy tickets for. So they don't want it on too late, they want people to go to these things after the light show. So that's probably why they're stopping at 8 o'clock. See, they want to make good money. Well, if a visitor was to come here from outside, this city looks far nicer with the normal lights on. It's a nice city to walk around. keep going. Do you remember how they cross the road like? Well, the work going to? I think no. They'd all be in pre-hand wood. We don't scavenge a wee bit, like. There's a bit too much sitting around, too crowded for a go. See, we had to test you out, see if it was worthwhile taking you anything else, I guess. You barked at every pup there was. Every pup you barked at. Some of them were egging you on. There was a wee beige curry thing. He was definitely, he was egging you on, so he was, big time. You still want to get the other side of the fence, do you, honey? Some wee pup must have been painting against. Oh, you're way the wrong way. We'd already been down that way. We're heading back the wrong way. Oh, it smells so. What the heck is that? It's puppy pee, like. Oh, some dog poo over there. might go into the toilets. The toilets is open. I'm going to the toilets and I'm going to put my hands in the hot water. I'm going to defrost. Hot water. This is the everyday, apart from the trees, this is the everyday lighting we have on here. I think that's nicer than some of the ones that planned tonight. The Evington Hotel and Spa, they're starting to build that 4-star hotel. I wonder what Luna walk over the glass. The glass bridge here. I'll try you on the well, I wouldn't do it the last time. I don't think it's because she sees through, she's worried because she slip on it. But Luna's never been on the glass bridge before. Let's see if she notices this glass. I won't notice. You wouldn't know, it's all covered in hailstones. It's all covered in hailstones, Pet. What do you walk around here? You know, some of these wee buns have been renovated since I was last here. Trust the rich, trust the lady again. There's a pipscoop bun. I don't see one to get, do you? That's an onion litter bun. That's far better there. An onion litter bun, you open top. Because these pipscoop buns, you don't want to open them with coronavirus. The only thing out there, maybe flies again, but everybody ties a bag on it. So that's just like a wee ordinary litter bun. Red plastic. Oh, you'd hear the bird. That's the right Christmas tree, goes at Christmas time. You see the mark on the ground there. See, the city looks nice up here. Maybe we should do more walks around here at night time, Luna. But then you can't let her off the light at all. I always like walking the city centre on a Sunday morning because the council have it all clean. There's no food lying about. Quite a lot of food lying about tonight and she's eating it. You don't know what she's eating. Is it chewing gum? Is it crisps? You don't know. Just she's eating. What's the amp? What happens in there? That big building there now with the scaffolding on it, that's the one that lit up in the City of Culture. That was brilliant. The music system was good, but the whole entire building was done up. I think local children were involved in the story. It was really bright. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that was supposed to be part of the hotel was going to go. They're going to build onto that. But they've been renovating that for a long time. I've only confirmed lately about the hotel. There you are. Hotel and spa. So there must be bullet in that gap between the two. So imagine when you walk in, there's not much left of the old bun, is it? It's stripped down to a skeleton. My hand's gone numb. It's gone numb. You know. There's toilets up here. I think they are open pretty late. I don't know, they might be open at 8 o'clock. They had the times on them one time, but I don't remember. But I think they do open pretty early and pretty late. That's a wee security hut there beside them. I might remember, I just locked them up. They're there anyway. They're just telling the council man to do it. Still open. Give her hot water. Left hand's not so bad. The right hand holding onto this camera on the read. There's hailstones still around the ground, that's how cold it is. So it's the one. Last weekend on 12 degrees. I want to get my hand warmed up, Pet. Not really drive home. That's I think too with cars and all. Heated seats and all that. You need heated steering wheels. How many people are out walking with freezing homes? There's that. Even the hand dry would do. There's no hot water. Ah, hold on a minute. I can see really hot water now. Okay. Left hand's not so bad. Is any? Where's the hand? Where's the hand? Yeah, hang beyond there, man. Oh, get the right hand up. Oh. You need a plug now. I'll turn this camera off now and maybe block up that hole. Get the house fixed. Just see the gutter lorries away up there. Got my hands warmed up then, I'm going to dry them. Freezing cold air in the hand dryer. After 8 o'clock, Pet, must be 8:30. We haven't been fed yet. We had our dry food in the morning like this. Get home now and get the oven chips on. If I get the keys. Come on now, honey. Alright, girl. A pair of towels for washing, have me, Pet? That's a girl. We head on home now, Pet. That roll of pipscoop bags hanging out the door. Oh, the thing of like a wedding cart. Let's see what time it is now, Pet.
Yeah, I had to get out of there
25 to 9.
just the day after Christmas because we weren't too sure of the restrictions if they were going to shut the border.